So what are the best budget ideas for this season? We're gonna go over the top 10 right now. You're gonna love it. All the best ideas right now, and it's gonna be on a budget. Here we go. So you might think, hearing the word budget, that means cheap or that you can't do a lot in your backyard space. We're gonna really show you in this video that we wanna give you multiple destinations. I say that on this channel all the time. You have to have multiple reasons to go outside. We're gonna show you how to do that on a budget. We wanna focus on how we can get outdoors with what we can afford, with what our budget allows. So your destination, your covered structure has to be your first thought. And it doesn't have to be a lot of money. Like I just said, it could be 4 posts with a shade sail. We're talking hundreds of dollars here, but it has to anchor the space. You have to have somewhere to go to protect yourself from the sun or the rain. It could even be a pergola. Now we're only talking 4 posts with a very simple structure on top. Depending on your ability to build this could be very inexpensive. Now if you add a shade sail to that or some of these awnings, that's very inexpensive again, but now you really have a beautiful formal structure to go to. The next level up would be a lean-to style structure because it's just a pergola. It could be corrugated metal, it could be polycarbonate. There's a lot of different covers that you could get for that pergola, and it'll just add the next level to that covered structure. You could do a store-bought pergola. They're great, they're inexpensive, and they add that wonderful anchor to your outdoor space. Okay, budget-friendly item number 2 is a fire feature. You need another destination. You got 1, the anchor, you got number 2, the fire feature. I'm telling you, fire will pull you outside and your friends and your family outdoors. It could be as simple as a store-bought option. I use the Solo Stove a lot, and there's a lot of different price options for those. Any hardware store has a fire feature and you can just buy whatever you like. But if you want to build it yourself, there's also very easy and very inexpensive, a little bit of do-it-yourself. I usually use concrete block, and I want you to know that. Buy them at Home Depot or Lowe's. They're very inexpensive. We're talking $2 and $3 blocks here. Build the fire feature yourself. It could be wood burning or gas. You might need some help from a gas guy to be able to install the gas line, or you can use propane. And this is not a lot of money, and you have a lot of different options. Choose the one that makes the most sense for you from not only a look perspective, but a budget level. Destination item number 3 is another must-have, and of course it is outdoor cooking. Lots of different budget items that you can have here. You can do the grill, do the pizza oven on the tabletop. You can do these at so many different budget levels. In fact, in New Zealand, we were there traveling. I met some clients there. They even did a traditional, this is a tribal thing that's been going on for centuries, and they would make food just in the ground. They dug a hole in a backyard and they were able to feed a lot of people with this traditional method. Very inexpensive, talk about budget, but amazing food, amazing people. You can really do food on a budget and just get creative with what you want to do. All right, so we just talked a lot about destination, but now I want to think about what is the foundation that you're walking on. That is so important because it has to be more than just lawn, although lawn is an option. But the next level up from a lawn would be gravel. And I just want you to understand how nice of a foundation that can be. So if you don't like gravel, or if it's not available in your local area, think about decomposed granite. That's another option. It's very much like gravel. I think it's almost the exact same price. And we're talking very low. We're talking $30 per truckload. Very inexpensive. The next level up from that would be a paver, or you can even do a synthetic lawn. Now these are a little bit more expensive. You have to put a geofabric underneath. You have to put a gravel base underneath that. Oh, by the way, if you put the gravel patio and your budget didn't quite allow it, that's still the base for pavers for the future. So you can think about that. You can even do a patio in multi-phased approach by starting with gravel. Of course, you could do concrete. Concrete to me is something that is not have the longevity as a paver or synthetic lawn, but concrete can definitely be a low cost or an inexpensive option depending on the size of the patio. One more thing about concrete I just want to say is you can segment the concrete. So you can actually build the concrete patio in segments, so squares, circles, and then you could do softening around that, gravel, synthetic lawn, or even lawn, to really expand the concrete, to expand the patio itself, and to make a full destination out of that patio. And it is beautiful, it's stylistic, and it adds a lot to the space. So patios are really important to think about. Always start with your foundations, your destinations. It's not only the patio itself, it's how you get to the patio. So pathways, stepping stones, things like these will enhance the whole space. And we're not talking a lot of money. We're talking budget for these things. It could be stepping stone pathways. It could be hard gravel pathways. Lots of different ways, but think about patio and pathways. Our next budget item that we're gonna talk about is lighting. I think it's critical for every space, even on a budget. And you can do this on an extreme budget. We're talking string lights, very inexpensive, but really add a lot to the space. In fact, you could even add these string lights as an anchor point, add some posts, and all of a sudden you form an outdoor room with string lights. Even a less expensive option with tiki torches. Now tiki torches add that ambiance that you get in Hawaii or you get in a tropical area, but they are very effective for lighting up a space. Think about lighting up a long pathway, is that you can add citronella to the space and they will help a lot with keeping the bugs at bay for dining and hanging out in your backyard. One other budget option for lighting is candles and lanterns. We use them at our house every night. We love candles, we love lanterns, and they're very inexpensive, and I love just the dancing of the flame. Now, next level up, of course, is going to be some of the outdoor lighting options out there. You can get these at different budget levels as well, but lighting is so important. The next budget item I want you to strongly consider, if not for sure do, is design. Because you're investing money in your backyard, it's very important to get things right. Why not get a designer to help you? Let me help you. I can do it at lots of different budget levels. In fact, I can do the design course. It's super inexpensive. There's a link below. You can meet with me one-on-one and we can talk about your whole space together, or we can do a 3D design for you where you see your whole backyard space designed for all the items that you would like. And that link is also below. Now it's time to talk about what to do when we're outside at a budget level. You need entertainment. Just like the inside of the house, what are we gonna do? We turn the TV on. You can do the same thing in the outside. You don't even need an outdoor TV. Grab an indoor TV, you can bring it outdoors, but you need to be able to watch the game. You need to be able to watch movies. You can do this with a TV. You can do this with an outdoor theater. You'd be surprised, shockingly, how inexpensive it is to do an outdoor movie theater. I love them. I've been using them for many years, and they're very, very inexpensive. So along with the theater, along with the TV, add some speakers. You probably even have them on the inside of your house. Grab them and bring them outdoors for those movie nights. So another budget-friendly item for your backyard space is water features. Now think about all the different water feature options for your backyard. You could do a simple water feature for sound. Just a little gurgle of a flower pot. That could be a water feature. You could do something that has more of a creek-style water feature, down to a pond. Beautiful, add some goldfish to that, and you have a great backyard feature. These are water feature items that are going to enhance the backyard space. I just love the sound of moving water. And the beauty of that water feature too is it can drown out the noise of the city. And it's wonderful. Just the gurgle, that soft moving water, and give you that peaceful element that you need in the city. So water in your backyard space cannot be overstated and it cannot be overused. Okay, our next budget item that we have to talk about is privacy. We all live in neighborhoods with people looking into our space. So it's very important to talk about privacy. Now let's talk about some of the different budget items for privacy. Number one, it's plants. You can create beautiful privacy at a very inexpensive price with properly planted plants. Think about hedges. Bamboo is a great budget item. You can plant it very small, very inexpensively, but it grows up very fast to create a very nice privacy screen. So other than plants, I would definitely recommend store-bought privacy screens or built privacy screens. Store-bought are great, they're inexpensive, usually metal, and they're very nice. They usually attach to a deck or a structure of some kind, or you could do a built privacy screen. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, these are really nice because it's just the material of the lumber. Some strategically placed privacy screens can go a long way. Make sure they block where people are looking into, of course, windows or patios or even decks of your neighbors. If you can kind of block them out for your space, that's where these privacy screens are really going to be useful to make your space private. So the next budget-friendly idea is something we could all benefit from in a little backyard garden, have a little raised garden bed, and you can grow your produce there for your barbecues and your evening dinners. Or you can just garden for therapy for yourself. Add some plants, add some color, bring them into your house, show them off. Gardening is a classic way for you to get that therapy, to touch the earth, to get outside, but it also adds so much to your life, so much fragrance. It brings animals and insects into your yard. Different ways we can bring gardening into our lives on a budget. The biggest budget item I want to talk to you about is decor. When you get your space figured out, I want you to remember that decor brings the life to the space. So think of outdoor decor. Outdoor living is so trending that you can get the best deals at the midpoint of the season. Go and check them out and grab what you need for decor. And it could be a lot of different things. It could be the pillows, it could be the rugs, it could be the blankets, it could be swings. All these little things add so much character to your outdoor space. You will absolutely love it because it's going to bring life to your outdoor living space. The sales happen, they happen midway through the spring season and then June. June is always a good time to buy outdoor decor. So those are the two times to make sure you get out and check for the sales for your outdoor living space. All the budget things figured out, I want you to see this video. It's all about not making backyard mistakes. So watch this video, I know you're going to benefit from it. Enjoy.